models that we might see might be very varied. They might be models of regimes that are based on Islam or have Islam as an integrated factor. And I would like to point out Egypt. Of course, its political power has decreased in light of the current actions, but probably will continue to be a very meaningful center in the way that in which the new Middle East comes to being. And the model that will be created there, that Islamic leadership model that will be created there, will probably greatly reflect on the entire Middle East. Just to summarize the three objectives in the military operative mode, there are three of these. First of all, that need to try and deduct or decrease the advantage that the IDF has when meeting the enemy, the need to decrease our aerial advantage, and to hit, of course, the home front to create pressure that cannot be achieved vis-a-vis the military or the army with which the enemy is fighting. Regarding the fire, the increase of fire, meaning land-to-land missiles, both rockets and missiles, includes 6 main dimensions. The first is the encompass of the phenomenon has increased significantly. Our enemies today have about 200,000 rockets and missiles that are able to hit the state of Israel. Both again have the range of 40 kilometers, and thousands of these, a few thousands, also have a range of a few hundred kilometers.
Not less fascinating phenomenon is the disappearance of the enemy from the battlefield. Somebody who would pick up binoculars in the battlefield would probably have seen one kind or another of an enemy, one kind of another of fortification, one kind of another of different vehicles. The commander who will today try to see something in Bin Jebel in Lebanon or Bin Yahud in Gaza will see nothing through the binocular. See that the battlefield has gone into an urban area, and the village that he's seeing will look the same. You see some laundry outside, houses, residents only. Inside them there is modern weapons, not ones of terror organization in large quantities, different communication rooms and anti-ballistic air places, and above all, a lot of storehouses and position for the launching of missiles, so that when the maneuvering goes into the engagement, a concentration of population in Tel Aviv are being shot at. Together with these two phenomena, I would like to point out another operational one, which is that of the border areas. In recent years, new border areas have developed. Not all of them are influenced by the turmoil, but some of them were shaped following this turmoil when it began. These border areas are areas where the central government doesn't want or cannot or both have governance and impose order. We see such an area in the area of the border between Lebanon and Syria, Iraq and Iran, Sudan and Egypt and Libya, and of course in the Sinai Desert. Out of all these regions, lots of smuggling routes of Iran or other forces or terrorist organizations are working, and there is no wonder that the greatest arsenal of weapons are in the Middle East. First of all, I need to say that Iran keeps advancing its capabilities and keeps developing its very ambitious nuclear program. The basis of it is to get nuclear power. It's important to mention that most community of intelligence straighten themselves with the line of intelligence that comes from Israel. And today there is absolutely much more agreement on all that they do as far as nuclear program. Iran is driven by 3 things because of which it wishes to have this nuclear power: to create regional hegemony, deterrence, and number 3, to become an international player. Iran up to now has created more than 4 tons of enriched material at the level of 3.5% and about 100 kilo of 20%. This is an amount of material that now is sufficient for 4 nuclear bombs. Iran continues to issue such material material at a pace of more than 50 kilograms every month. Iran continues and claims that it manages its plan for peaceful ends and for civil ends. But a lot of pieces of information, sound information that Israel has, proves without any doubt that Iran keeps dealing with developing and enhancing of military nuclear arms.